All right, back to the breaking news that we're following out of Washington, D.C. This is a live look at the massive emergency response of what is being called a small aircraft down, crashing into the Potomac River right near Ronald Reagan International Airport. No word yet on, the size of the aircraft, although we are hearing it is a small aircraft. No word on river rescues, although there are fire boats on scene now. All takeoffs and landings from Reagan International are now halted because of this emergency response.
We want to listen into some coverage for a moment from our sister station in Washington, Fox 5 DC WTTG, anchored by Jim Lokay, who is on the air right now. They've broken into programming.
Yeah, and again, we want to make sure it's right. We want to make sure that everybody knows what's going on coming in there. But again, a helicopter and small aircraft, that's at least the information that we've had confirmed coming into there. Again, we're getting unconfirmed reports from sources. We're not going to relay that information just because we're working to get it from federal authorities, from aviation authorities, from D.C. Fire and EMS. But you can see more ambulances arriving at the scene there where this plane went down just around 9 o'clock tonight.
Yeah, Jim, this is just a wild response here. I mean, I can't remember anything in recent memory where we've seen something of this magnitude, which is why we are bringing it to you live as we continue to learn more information about the breaking story. And as you mentioned earlier, this is a response that is coordinated so quickly between not only airport authorities, but different emergency services, aviation agencies, everybody working very swiftly to try to get on the same page as this rescue operation is underway and remains underway. We know that air traffic control quickly, they declared this emergency. They alerted their fire and rescue teams. That is what we're seeing the result of here. Also, neighboring jurisdictions coming in to help out. Emergency services, everyone from firefighters to paramedics, police officers, everyone gets deployed immediately in a situation like this. You talked about the fire boats, aircraft rescue and firefighting teams doing whatever they can to minimize risks. Also, obviously, one of the main reasons why they do have to shut down operations at the airport right now because of the risk factor. They need to be able to minimize those risks and also get everybody in place for when the next step does happen and the rescues continue with medical teams, triage, everybody there on site ready to help in any way that they can. Now, as far as securing the crash site, right now, from what we understand, it's in the water, so the perimeter is, we don't really have any understanding exactly how big, how wide it is. We just know the general area that they're concentrating. And it's, I mean, obviously, our vantage points are limited from these stationary cameras we have elsewhere. Unfortunately, we can zoom in to give you this perspective, but the reality is, when you're talking about anything, not just in the nation's capital, but especially around protected airspace around Reagan National, you get a sense of why these are the only vantage points we're seeing as more. Wow, look, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 emergency vehicles arriving there. And again, the information we're getting right now at this hour is very, very slim, and understandably so, because we want to make sure it's right. We want to avoid speculation. We want to avoid anything unconfirmed. And initially, when we pushed out the reports, you kind of hope it was just an over-response. Unfortunately, it does not appear to be the case. So again, and I realize we're reiterating things you may have heard already, but we have learned from confirmed within the last several minutes, a helicopter and what's only being described as a small aircraft collided in the area around Reagan National Airport. And that is one of the reasons you're seeing this just massive response at this hour. Yeah, and it's obviously too soon to tell exactly what happened. Nobody at this point really knows. And honestly, that will be something that takes days, that takes weeks. Once this is all said and done, once the lights come up tomorrow morning and the sun is up.
There's a boat. You can see this is the first time we're seeing a boat arriving at the scene there, coming up on the left side of your screen. There's the programs coming in on the left there. So you can see, one of those boats.
I see now. Okay, yeah. As we zoom on in, but this is a situation that you can almost guarantee the NTSB is going to be overseeing.
Anything like this,
anything that has to do with, Aviation Authority and the investigation. The FAA will work closely with them in going over the safety regulations.
Okay. We are learning from D.C. police because there were reports out what it was. We can tell you it was not a D.C. police helicopter that was involved in this. And I am getting, as I'm looking right now, all right. Yeah, we're looking at these this video coming in right now. And yeah, okay, so sources, at least several sources have told at least one of our colleagues it may be a military helicopter that was involved. And when you look at the proximity as mentioned to where it is, JBAB, not too far away from there, you can, interpret that for what you will. But again, even more crews arriving at the scene there at this hour.